The true understanding of the meaning of real estate and the various types of real estate will help you to make an informed investment decision. Watch this video till the end as I'm about to tell you the meaning of real estate and the various types of real estate. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Sequel to the last video where I shared with you the beginner's guide to the business of real estate. Today, I am bringing to you the true meaning of real estate. What is real estate? What are the types of real estate? Knowing this will help you to know the type to get yourself involved in. And your return on investment when it comes to real estate investment is determined by the type of real estate you invest in. Oh yes. Now, what is real estate? Real estate is defined as the land and any permanent structures attached to the land, like a home, like you built a house on the land, or any improvements done on this land. Such improvements could be natural and it could be man-made. You can as well say that real estate is real property that consists of land and improvements, which includes buildings, fixtures, roads, drainages, and utility systems. Let's take a look at the business definition of real estate. It says, real estate can be defined as an act of producing, buying, and selling property. However, the fact that nothing has been done on the land, like no structures, does not mean it cannot refer to land as real estate. Real estate can also be referred to as land that is yet to be improved upon. I get it. So it's not just the land and the improvement. It can be just the empty land. All right. It can be just the empty land. It can also be the land and any other improvement or development that has been attached to the land. Just know that real estate is land, is improvement attached to the land, is development attached to the land, is road attached to the land, is the fixtures, is anything that has been done in order to improve the land. That is real estate. Interesting, right? So there are several definitions to real estate. The most important thing is that you understand that real estate has to do with land. It has to do with any improvement on the land or no improvement at all on the land. The most important thing is there is a land. All right, there is a land, like there's a land. It is real, it is tangible. I get it, it's tangible. Having said that, let's now go into understanding the various types of real estate. There are three major types of real estate, but on this video we are going to be talking about four actually. Yeah, so number one is residential real estate. Residential real estate simply means properties used for residential purposes. It doesn't have any big grammar attached to it, just like the name is. Now the big question to you is, what is your goal in the business of real estate? What are you buying that land property for? What is your purpose of buying that land? Would you like to erect a residential home? Then you are buying residential real estate. You should go into residential real estate. Very simple. I told you it's going to be very simple. So it depends on what you want to achieve with the property you're buying, the land property you are buying, you are acquiring. So if you're buying it to build residential home like duplex or bungalow or any type of building at all for residential purposes, then you should locate an estate. Most estates are for residential purposes. So if you are going into the business of real estate for residential purpose, you should think of areas like behind Centenary City, Enugu. We have areas like New GRA, where we have Cateland Estate. We have areas like Federation Layout, where we have Grace Land Estate, we have Grace Homes Estate, and the rest of them. So if you are going into the business of real estate for residential purpose, then you should be open to your real estate consultant so that he or she would direct you properly and tell you the best place to invest. All right. The second type of real estate is industrial real estate. As a matter of fact, industrial real estate is encompassing, yes, but it is majorly for industrial purposes, just like the name is. Now, this is where I recommend Night Mile for you. Because in Night Mile, if you have any industrial, it's going to just flourish. We have Aquarafa company there, is flourishing. We have Ama Brewery there, it's flourishing. We have Coca-Cola company located there, is flourishing. We have 7-Up company and other industries strategically located in Night Mile, and they are all flourishing. Now, coming down to Enugu town, there's a place called Emene Industrial Layout. That is along Abakaliki Expressway before Ekobinago. That area called Emene Industrial Layout is also good for industrial purposes. So it is very good for you to understand this type of real estate, so that if someone is telling you I have a property in this area or in this environment, you'd be able to say, okay, Loveth has mentioned somewhere like this before, and she said the place is good for this or is good for that. Okay, so that MNA industrial layout now, I wouldn't advise you go and build a residential home there because of the noise you're going to encounter in the environment. That is where Innocent Factory is actually located and some other factories along that road. Okay, so if you're going into the business of real estate for industrial purpose, just be open so that we'll guide you properly. We'll tell you the place to invest such that you earn good return on your investments. Like I mentioned Centenary now, how can you go to Centenary City to erect an industry or a factory? Come on, you're not even going to be allowed to do that. For instance, if you are buying a property from me, I ask you what is your purpose. You know why? So that I will know the area to recommend for you. The period so many persons were investing in Crystal Garden Phase 3. Crystal Garden Phase 3 is actually located behind Centenary City, Enugu. So someone invested there. I asked him his purpose, but he wasn't open enough to tell me. So after making payments and after physical allocation, as a matter of fact, that was when he told me, okay, when can I start building my factory? I was like, factory? In Crystal Garden Phase 3? No way. You can't build anything called factory in Crystal Garden Phase 3. It is specifically for residential purpose. Though we have the front mapped out for commercial purpose. So we're still going to talk about commercial purpose. But all other buildings behind the mall is specifically for residential purpose, and nothing like industry or factory can be there, is allowed to be there. So it is always good to be open to your real estate consultant so that he or she would know the best estate to recommend for you. All right, now the third type of real estate, like I mentioned earlier passively, is commercial real estate. I have this friend of mine, this investor who lives in Abuja. He told me categorically that his aim, his target in the business of real estate is commercial. I buy a property where I see that there is market or market is coming there. I buy a property, I erect the building. Do you know what he's erecting? He's erecting shops. And he just let it out to be earning annual income. All right, that is his own target. That is his own niche, as a matter of fact. So he has carved a niche for himself. If you are telling him now to come and buy property in one estate, he doesn't even listen to you. But if you are telling him that, oh, New Kenyatta Market is now strategically located along Enugu Port Harcourt Expressway, and then there is a property opposite New Kenyatta Market selling for 10 million naira, for example, he will rush to come and buy that property. You know why? He's going to erect shops there, and he knows that people will definitely take it because it is located very close to a functional market. So commercial real estate is exclusively real estate that is exclusively for business purpose. Okay, I've mentioned shopping mall. You have hotels, you can have hospitals, you can have gas station, etc. Do you know that erecting block of flats sometimes is referred to commercial real estate? Yes, even though it is a residential building, but to you now, to you the owner, the investor, it is under commercial purpose. You know why? Because you're buying that property for the sole aim of building block of flats and then having tenants there to earn income, to earn annual income. So it is going to be referred to as commercial real estate. That brings me to another example using a client of mine who called me to say that she wanted to erect block of flats. I was projecting an estate for her, all right? I was projecting an estate for her, but she was open enough to tell me that what she wants to erect in the future there is block of flats. So I had to quickly give her an option where she could erect block of flats in the future. That was because the estate I was telling her to buy, you cannot erect block of flats. You can either have bungalows or duplexes. Do you understand? So it is good to always be open. That is the major thing. If you are open to your real estate consultant on the type of building you want to have there or on the main purpose of buying that property, then the person would know what to present to you. Just like this example I've given you, she was open enough. That was why I didn't sell the other estate to her, and I sold a layout where she could erect block of flats. So when I ask you your budget and the reason for buying the property, or if you have any area in mind, all this will help me to help you. Yes, you help me to guide you towards achieving your real estate goal. Because I believe as a real estate investor, you have a goal, you have a target, you have the reason for investing there. You can also include vacant land as type of real estate. You know why? Some persons are going into the business of real estate for land banking. So if you're going to the business of real estate for land banking, then it's also good you are open so that we know what to provide for you, know what to suggest for you. As a matter of fact, most of the land properties that are used for farming purpose, those ones are referred to as vacant land because nothing is done on it yet. You can do your land banking, do your farming to allow the property to be appreciating. In the future, you sell it off. Yeah. If you find this video so helpful, click on that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell as well, so that anytime I drop any of my videos, be it educational video, be it a drive-through, driving you around Enugu State, Abakaliki, or any of the property videos, you get a notification to watch it. I am your land director here in the Southeast Enugu, Nigeria, Loveth Aneke. Until I come your way again, bye for now.